Oh man, we're back. Shout out to everyone this fine morning. I got started a little later than usual. Randomly woke up at like 3 o'clock and I too early to get up and walk, so I went back to sleep. Anyway, I spent some time listening to some commentary about the state of the world, or I should say the state of the country. Although I am interested in the state of the world as well, and I'm not. This is not going to be about politics. So don't worry. Um, one of the big reasons why I'm so for trying to be the best version of our individual selves that I am is because in this country, in this world, there are things that are in place that are meant to divide us, and inevitably it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Somebody's going to say something that we disagree with, and we have to figure out a way to accept it, as long as the thing that they're saying is not action, right? They're not doing something to harm you or people that you love. You know, sometimes people are going to say things we disagree with, and that's the nature of being a human being. So, what's good? So, how do you navigate that? All right, what's the best way to do it? Is the best way to get on the internet and vilify other people? Me personally, I don't think so. Um, I think it's important that if you're going to speak about issues, regardless of what they are, that you're well versed in the issues, regardless of what they are. If you're going to say, hey, I think you're incorrect, or I think you're wrong about this, present your facts as you know them, then allow the conversation to happen, right? This goes back to like respect, and just because somebody disagrees with you or says something that you disagree with doesn't mean you shut them down and try to vilify them, try to make them look dumb, whatever the case is, so that you feel that your point of view is more valid than theirs. That's not the right way to have a constructive conversation. Again, some issues I understand personally, you may not want to necessarily get another person's point of view on, the big ones, right? Racism, uh, xenophobia, or whatever. A lot of times people, when you start having those kind of conversations, a lot of times people are just, they're not interested in having a conversation. They're just interested in promoting their point of view. So, in those cases, you can just walk away. You don't have to, now I'm going to jump on the internet and just go ham, uh, get a whole bunch of people rallied behind me to fight against this person. But again, I'm not here to police anybody. It's definitely not my intent. My intent is always to produce peace, to be quite simple about it. You know, I don't care what you believe. Uh, my intent is always to produce peace. I feel like me personally, not I feel, I think that me personally, moving through life, doing my best to produce peace is a better outcome than any other endeavor. I think one of the things that I have always done is I like to get a look at different perspectives because how I grew up, uh, how I see things, what I've experienced in my life up to this point is different than you know you listening. People who don't know me, it's different. And so I can't, me personally, this is me personally, I don't feel comfortable going through life as if the way I grew up and the way I see things is the only way to see it. And because of that, I align with different people that always agree with me or whatever, like that. To me, I just feel like that's not constructive, right? And having conversations with people you disagree with doesn't necessarily mean like the intent is for them to agree with you at some point. That's not it, you know? For me, because my intent is always to produce peace, it's these are our neighbors, you know, and I truly just want to know how they think, how they feel. How did you get to this version of you? That's always my intent with everybody. Not to say this version of you is wrong or you should be the version of you that thinks more like me. No, it's just how did you get? I'm on the street. You have to excuse me. Oh, and by the way, shout out to the homie Jones. I will be getting an outdoor mic that is noise canceling and all that. Like I said, there's a method to my madness. Please excuse the lower quality. It will be fixed very, very soon. But, you know, like I said in the first video, sometimes you do things, you got to just do things, not worry about is it professional quality or whatever. That'll get you jammed up. You stop, something comes up, now you don't do it. So, anyway, here we are. Anyway, so, I'll wrap this up by just saying my intent is never to try to change people's minds about anything. My intent is never to get people to agree with me about anything. My intent, personally, is to produce peace. And my goal is to find ways to do that in the most constructive way possible. I figure if I do that as a leader in general, if people see value in that in their own personal life, then that's what it's all about. If they don't, hey, you know, but there's so much division, man. Wrap this up by just saying there's so much division, man, and there's no point, especially now in this climate, this day and age, the season that we're in. There's just we just can't fighting with one another, picking sides, putting your trust and faith in people you don't even know. It's just so much, man. It's just so much, and it boils down to like me, personal thought, personal thought. It just boils down to we don't trust ourselves, we don't love ourselves, and I'm a Christian. We don't trust and love God because He tells us that He take care of everything. So, anyway, I'll leave on that thought and hope y'all be loved. Peace.